Okay, y'all, welcome back. And we're at the end of 2024. Me personally, I made the second half of 2024 my personal year in multiple ways. But going from 2024 to the big 2025 and still mischaracterizing Jotaro Kujo is actually insane. Now, if you know anything about me, I'm not the biggest Jotaro fan, but it's mainly Jotaro anime fan, part 3 anime fan. That's really the part where I'm not the biggest fan of Jotaro. But with me not being the biggest fan, I still understand his character. And I feel like when it comes to a lot of JoJo fans, they either one, don't want to understand his character, or two, just see a tough, big, swole, tough nigga and just like, yep, that's my new red pill merchant. When in all reality, Jotaro is basically the most heroic Joestar we have. Sorry, Jonathan. Well, through the actions we've seen and the fact that we've seen Jotaro live, well, a full life for Joestars. But the thing with Jotaro is that a lot of people just see him as this tough guy who doesn't care about nobody and who doesn't give a fuck about nobody, and he's just going to do his shit. He wants to be left alone and he doesn't want to be bothered. Partially all that is true, but what people don't understand is that this man in real life was a softie. Like, he was real life a softie. When he would tell his mom all those curse words, tell her to F off, call her beware, all that, bro, he was trying to get his mom away from him because he was scared of the evil spirit, which turned out to be Star Platinum, his stand. He was scared of the evil spirit, and he didn't want anyone else to have to deal with that. Any of the people he cared about to have to deal with that. That's a basic one. I feel like when I talk about his mom and Jotaro, a lot of people, there are people that understand it. There's a lot of people that understand it now, and then versus the people that don't. You know what I mean? And that's a lot more basic of a concept to break down, other than the complicated relationship between him and Jolene. Because those are usually the two big issues when it comes to the mischaracterization of Jotaro, which I don't get, because in part 6, you get Jotaro's character pretty fleshed out and you see it really well. But anyway, when it comes to Jotaro and Jolene, there's like a variety of jokes. There was people who said he cared more about his dolphins than him in the ocean. There were people that said he cared more about Koichi than Jolene. It was like, I saw a lot of that, and there was people that said he didn't care about Jolene. And breaking all that down, because I am going to, we'll start off with why was Jotaro not around for Jolene's childhood. Well, Jotaro, it was clear that Jotaro's first thought was, if I stay away from my family, and all the stand users, they follow anyone with a stand. The stronger your stand is, the more you attract. If you're just a stand user, you'll attract other stand users. My best bet is just to leave my wife and my daughter at home while I go do what I have to do for work. Now, is it wrong of him to not call that much, or all the extra stuff he should have been doing? Yes, that was very wrong. But that he thought that was the best way to protect his family and make sure nothing were to happen to him. That's why in Stone Ocean, the first time we see him, he shows up at the prison. And when he shows up at the prison, he's all business. He's literally just trying to get her out. He's not thinking about nothing else except getting her out. Because I have a feeling that he just knew that them being in the prison was bad news, because you're in an enclosed area with potentially a destructive stand that you know nothing about, and you don't know who has the stand power. You don't know if it's long range, you don't know if it's short range. You don't know if a guard is going to walk by you and just snipe you. You don't know. But that was just one part of part 6. That was the early part of part 6. Let's talk about the later part of part 6, where we really see it on showcase how much he cares about Jolene. The first time we see him back, he dodges a bullet for Jolene. He stops time for her and dodges a bullet for her. Just because he knew if he didn't stop that time, she would have got shot. And then after that, he gets the most key question of all of Stone Ocean, which is being asked if someone can marry your daughter. That nigga's so wild. But nah, seriously, by the end of part 6, the Man in Heaven events start happening. And once they start happening, the last thing Pucci says to this man is, you were 2 steps behind because of your daughter. Meaning this nigga chose his daughter over the universe. Cause he knew if he let his daughter die, he could not live in the universe. He just couldn't. And like, I don't plan on making this video even a long video because who Jotaro Kujo is very easy to explain. He has a caring, big heart, but he does not want to showcase it because of the danger that he's constantly in, and that he understood that he was constantly in once he first got the power. That's why even in a part like part 4, Jotaro makes a decent amount of saves. He saved Koichi, he saved basically the whole town. Him and Koichi, they both helped save the whole town. You know, he is a caring team player. He just doesn't want people to get hurt, people weaker than him to get hurt that he cares about. But he masked that with a tough guy act. But you can see through it given his actions. I'm pretty sure that was the whole purpose Araki gave Jotaro, at least in the later parts. Even in the manga, you could see it because Araki, he actually had the facial expressions that the anime they just didn't deliver on. You know what I mean? But that's all for me. That's all I got. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.